Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. Jackson City Manager Jonathan Green. From the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce and Experience Jackson, Rachel Buchanan and Melissa Burgett. From Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Interim President Wendy Kim. Andy's visit to the automotive classes at the Jackson Area Career Center. And meet the JTV staff with directors of First Impressions, Trish LaFear and Dana Vance. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you, David. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our show. So nice to have you with us today. I hope you're staying warm. It's another cold one. Right now we have 14 degrees, but with our winds, it feels like 1 below zero. It's going to get even colder later in the week, but for today, a lot like it is right now, just off and on snow showers, windy gusts as strong as 22 miles an hour. We won't be warming up too much more than where we are right now, mid-teens. Overnight tonight, another chance of frozen pipes with a low of 0 and wind chills around -10. Thursday, sunny, high 16, still breezy but not as windy, so our wind chills won't be too bad. On Friday, that's when we'll see, Thursday night and Friday, that's when we'll see the coldest temperatures of the week. On Thursday night, a low of 3 below, wind chill -10. On Friday, good news, sunshine for most of the day, but cold. It will be the coldest day of the week, high of only 10. And with light winds, we're not expecting wind chills. On the weekend, sunshine on Saturday, 15. Pretty cold day for the Kiwanis Chili Golf Classic and the Polar Plunge. And for Sunday, a bit warmer, 22, and sunshine again. Still cold for the first week of February. 30 degrees is not even in the long-range forecast. There you have it. Michigan winter, brought to you by Kelly Express. Warm up at Kelly Express. Stop in. I think if you go in the beer well, it's warmer in the beer well.
You're right, unfortunately.
It is. It's warmer in the beer well than it is outside. But of course, it's super cold beer in there, and they've got hot beverages to warm you up. Piping hot pizza made fresh at South Street, Jefferson Road, Grass Lake, Napoleon, County Farm Road, and Michigan and Robinson. And the special this month, a large specialty pizza and an order of breadsticks for $25. Great deal. Awesome pizza, awesome breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Kelly Express. Look outside, shows us a cold day in downtown Jackson. Still overcast. These snow showers that we are getting, it's lake effect snow. That's what it's been all week long, and it's accumulated quite a bit, a couple inches here and there. If you go out on some of the roads and in the rural areas of Jackson County, you'll see some pretty high snow drifts. Today is the 28th of January. The month is winding down. It is Daisy Day. Why in January? International Lego Day, and we celebrate that because in 1958, the Lego brick was patented. Boy, somebody had a great idea with that. That company has since produced 500 billion Lego elements. If you stacked Legos from here to the moon, the number of Legos that they have produced in the history would extend from Earth to the moon and back 10 times. Wow, that's a lot of Legos. It's Library Shelfie Day, and that's where you take a picture of library in front of library. Where's our library? Oh, it's upstairs.
Do we have a
Yeah, you
library?
take a shelfie. Library.
Shelfie?
You go to the library and take a shelfie in front of a stack. It's National Kazoo Day, and they're celebrating that over in.
National Kazoo Day?
Celebrating it in
I don't know.
Kalamazoo.
Oh, they have a Kazoo Day in Kalamazoo? Why, do
Yes.
they make them there?
I mean, it's where else would you celebrate Kazoo Day?
Because it's
Because it's
Kazoo?
Kazoo, yeah.
That's funny.
And it's National Blueberry Pancake Day. It was on this day in 1986, and people that were around back then remember this. This was the day that the Challenger space shuttle exploded. The orbiter broke apart 73 seconds after liftoff, so people were watching it as it exploded, and it was just a horrible tragedy. All 7 astronauts on board were killed. On this day, in 1901, professional baseball's American League was founded in Milwaukee. It had been a minor league entity, and it suddenly became a major league entity. The American League, they had, let's see, how many teams? They originally planned a 140-game schedule, a players' union, and 14-man rosters. First franchises: Baltimore, the Orioles; Boston, the Americans; Chicago, the White Stockings; Cleveland Blues; Milwaukee Brewers; Philadelphia Athletics; Washington Senators; and the Detroit Tigers. Back in 1901. On this day in 1985, Quincy Jones had sent out this instruction to all the top music stars. They were all gathering for the American Music Awards in Los Angeles, and he said, we are going to do something incredible. We are going to do a song and an album, and we are going to do it as a fundraiser for starvation, for African famine relief, the We Are the World song. Brandon, can you sing a little bit of it?
We are the world. We are the children. That one?
That's it. Yep. So it was eventually went on to sell 7 million copies. Here they all are. Huge superstars. You recognize, I'm sure, several of them. Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Cyndi Lauper, Kenny Rogers, Willie Nelson, Smokey Robinson, Tina Turner, Paul Simon, Ray Charles, Bob Dylan. The list goes on and on. And he said, Quincy Jones said, I'm not going to pay you, and I want you to come, and I want you to check your egos at the door. And they did. And it was a huge success. And on this day in 1887, you think we have bad snow, 1887, in Fort Keogh, Montana, the world's largest snowflakes fell, 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick.
What?
You know, it really seems unbelievable. 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick, snowflake falling out of the sky. I'd like to, there's no photos. And on this day in 1915, I'd like to salute my brother-in-law, David Warner, who was in the Coast Guard, because it was on this day in 1915 that the United States Coast Guard is created. It was the result of a merger between the U.S. Life Saving Service and the U.S. Revenue Cutter Service. 1915, happy anniversary to the Coast Guard. Now Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. As we see the Vic Hughes Fieldhouse at Jackson College, that's where we have the MCCAA Annual Hunger Games happening tonight. Doubleheader. It's Jackson College women and men's basketball. The women play first at 5:30, followed by the men, and the teams will be playing Schoolcraft College. Please bring a non-perishable food item, and you'll get free entry into the basketball games, and all the items will be donated to on-campus. They have a food pantry on campus, and also local organizations to help students and the community. Just show up, just bring a non-perishable food item for entry, and enjoy a couple of great basketball games. Good luck to the Jets. And we have beekeeping for beginners tonight at Jackson College and the Health Laboratory Center from 6 till 8. If you'd like to be a beekeeper, this is where you start. Register at jccmi.edu. And at Sandhill Crane Vineyards tonight, they have the Lino Cut Art Workshop being presented by local artist Brian Lee Fritz. In this class, you'll learn how to make your very own fine art lino cut from start to finish. It also includes a complimentary glass of wine with your ticket, and you can register at Sandhill Crane social media sites and also online here at JTV at Today in the J at jtv.tv. And that's Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Got a couple of announcements today from some of our community organizations. The L. Sharp Museum announcing that Tina Mercier has accepted the position of Interim Executive Director. Tina Mercier has served as Assistant Executive Director at the L. Sharp Museum for the past 2 years. She'll be taking over for Jeremy Frew, who announced earlier this month that he was resigning with the intent to return to higher education. Tina Mercier was actually at the L. Sharp Museum board meeting last night, and she laid out her vision as interim executive director. And both the board and Tina have a goal that she will eventually become the permanent executive director. Tina said to the board, I would really like to do this job, and I would like the chance to prove myself, and I would like the time to do that. So they gave her a 1-year contract to be the interim executive director, and the hope is, both Tina's and the board, that by the end of the year, if not sooner, that Tina will have demonstrated that, yes, she is executive director material, and will get the position permanently. Congratulations and best wishes to Tina Mercier. And we also heard today from the Jackson County Intermediate School District that the Board of Education met last night, and they voted unanimously to offer the position of superintendent to Maureen Keene. Maureen has been assistant superintendent and director of special education. She was the only internal candidate to apply for the position. She'll take over for Kevin Oxley, who announced last month that he was retiring after decades serving education in this community. Maureen Keene describes her leadership approach as visible, transparent, and collaborative, and she will continue the work that she's been doing with the district. The board had several areas of focus, and Maureen Keene scored high marks in all of them. So really cool that we have internal candidates being promoted. 2 people have proven track records in position of both the Intermediate School District and the L. Sharp Museum, moving up, moving on, and continuing in those organizations. So congratulations to Tina Mercier and Maureen Keene, and we've had a chance to get to know both of those people here on JTV, and I think that both boards made wise decisions. We had a lot of high school sports last night. JTV photographers were out and about. We had a couple of good games. I would say let's take a look at some of the girls and boys action. In girls action, we had Western over Coldwater, 52-39. And we had the hit girl. She scored a record number of points. I forgot.
I think it was in the 40s.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number, but yeah, she had the game of her life. Yeah, she did an amazing
What
job.
a game. What a game. And also we had Grass Lake defeating Vandercook 51-44 in boys action at Vandercook Lake High School. More online, including our Center for Family Health Sports scoreboard at jtv.tv. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and Henry Ford Jackson presents every Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. Your health journey starts here at Henry Ford Jackson Hospital. They're committed to supporting your wellness every step of the way. As seen here on JTV, Henry Ford experts will share insights on how to live healthier, prevent illness, and get the care you need when you need it. Whether you're managing chronic conditions or simply looking to feel your best, they're here to help. And today, we have Henry Ford Jackson Hospital Interim President Wendy Kim joining us. That's today on Wellness Wednesday. Tomorrow, I would like to invite you to be here on JTV as this show celebrates, how many years, Brandon?
25 years.
25 years. Tomorrow is this show's 25th anniversary. And you might be thinking, well, did JTV just make a big deal about 25 years a couple of months ago? Well, yes, we did. It was JTV's 25th anniversary in October. And just a couple of months or so after JTV started, this show began in late January. And tomorrow, with a 3-hour special, we will celebrate 25 years, look back at how it all began and some of the fun that we've had along the way. That's tomorrow, live at 1, our 25th anniversary special right here on JTV. I think I'm going to sneeze. Have I ever sneezed in 20? Excuse me, I think that's my first sneeze.
Sneeze out around the show?
Tomorrow, I was hoping that I would get 25 years without a sneeze. I didn't make it.
Yeah.
So close.
So close.
Excuse me. We have a great lineup on the show today. Joining us in just moments from the City of Jackson, City Manager Jonathan Green, and he will be introducing to you and to us his new communications manager with the city, Christina Crouch. Glad to have Jonathan and Christina here. Also today, Rachel Buchanan and Melissa Brigette from the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce and Experience Jackson. They've got a few things going on, and they're going to invite you to their big event tomorrow. Wendy Kim from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Interim President for Wellness Wednesday. Andy takes us to the Jackson Area Career Center. We'll be checking out their automotive class, and we continue meet the JTV staff today with Trish LaFear and Dana Vance. All today on JTV. Nice to have you here. And we get started with Jonathan and Christina right after this.